Very good morning. You're watching the Breakfast News on Rajya Sabha television. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. Let us start the news bulletin with the top headlines. All parties step up electioneering on the last day of campaigning for the first phase. 91 parliamentary constituencies across 20 states to have polls on 11th of April. Campaigning ends today for single-phase state elections in Andhra Pradesh, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh. First phase polls in Odisha for 28 assembly seats. Prime Minister Modi to campaign in 3 states, a public rally along with the Shiv Sena chief Uddhav Thackeray in Latur, Maharashtra. PM to address public in Chitradurg and Mysuru city in Karnataka and Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu. Campaigning for first phase to see Amit Shah in Telangana, Maharashtra and Odisha, Rahul Gandhi in Assam and Bihar. Mayawati to address public meeting in Bijnor in Uttar Pradesh. And IT department uncovers 281 crore rupees in raids at 52 locations in Delhi and Madhya Pradesh. CBDT alleges money trail leads from a VIP's residence at Tughlaq Road to headquarters of a major political party. First up, let's get you all the election-related news. It is the last day of campaigning for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections. The campaigning for the first phase will come to an end this evening. On the last day of campaigning today, all the political parties will make a last push to reach out to voters. In the first phase of polling on 11th of April, a total of 91 parliamentary constituencies spread across 20 states will go to polls. The remaining 6 phases will be held on 18th of April, 23rd of April, 29th of April, 6th of May, 12th of May and 29th of May, and results will be declared on 23rd of May. 25 seats of Andhra Pradesh, 17 of Telangana, 8 seats of Uttar Pradesh, 7 seats of Maharashtra, 5 seats each of Assam and Uttarakhand, 4 each of Bihar and Odisha, 2 of Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Meghalaya and West Bengal, and 1 seat each in Chhattisgarh, in Manipur, Mizoram and Nagaland, as well as Sikkim, Tripura, Andaman and Lakshadweep are going to polls in the first phase. And speaking about the key candidates in the first phase of Lok Sabha elections, the Congress has pitted former BJP leader Nana Patole against senior BJP leader, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari from the Nagpur Lok Sabha seat in Maharashtra. A tough fight also awaits Union Minister of State for Home Kiran Rijiju on his home turf, the Arunachal West constituency. He is facing former Chief Minister Congress's Nabam Tuki in Uttarakhand's Almora seat. And BJP's sitting parliamentarian Ajay Tamta faces Congress's Pradeep Tamta as well. In Jammu and Kashmir's Jammu Lok Sabha seat, BJP candidate Jugal Kishore Sharma is hoping for re-election. National Conference is supporting Congress candidate ex-minister Raman Bhalla from this constituency. PDP too has opted for not fielding any candidate from here. And former Chief Minister Jitan Ram Manjhi will again be contesting from Gaya as a Mahagathbandhan candidate in Bihar. He will face JDU's Vijay Kumar Manjhi. And let's get all of the updates. So we have with us our colleagues joining us from 3 different locations. We have with us Vishal Daya joining us from the Congress's headquarters And we also have with us BJP, Panchanan Mishra joining us from the BJP headquarters, and Ravindra Singh Shioran is joining us from Nagpur in Maharashtra. First coming to you, Vishal. Of course, today is the last day of campaigning for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections. The country, of course, will witness the first phase of polling on 11th of April. All the big leaders, including Congress President Rahul Gandhi, will make last-ditch efforts to woo voters before the first phase. Tell us more, because we understand that Congress President Rahul Gandhi will visit Assam, Bihar and Odisha today.
At its peak right now, and for the first phase, obviously this will be the last day till 5 p.m. today. All the star campaigners and the political leaders, including the candidates who are in the fray, will have the opportunity to go ahead and hold public rallies and tell the voters about their respective parties and their schemes. Speaking specifically about the Congress here, Aishwarya, they had come out with their manifesto around a week ago and put more focus on the poverty issue of poverty with that Nyaya scheme, ensuring that if they come to power, they'll give 72,000 rupees per annum to the poor families. In addition to that, the Congress's focus in its manifesto was on education and health sector as well, apart from other things. So these are the issues which the Congress leaders and its workers have been propagating in the last few days to try and convince the voters to vote in its in their candidates' favor. In this particular phase, it is going to be a bit crucial for the Congress because not only the 8 seats in Western Uttar Pradesh are going to poll, but also a significant chunk of the seats in the northeastern region of the country are also going to polls. Now, northeastern region of the country is, or rather was considered a Congress's stronghold. 25 seats all in all. Out of that, 14 will be going to polls. And the Congress had a drubbing last time in 2014 in these areas, and it has lost significant ground in the in the following years in assembly elections as well. So it would definitely want to go ahead and make a comeback, specifically in the states where the assembly elections are underway. For example, the state of Arunachal Pradesh, where after almost 3 decades, the Congress is contesting as an opposition party in the assembly elections.
Right, and now let's go across to Panchanan. Panchanan, of course, after launching BJP's manifesto yesterday, where PM Modi spoke about India on one mission, one direction. It is the last day of campaigning today. How does the day look like for the BJP today ahead of the first phase of Lok Sabha elections?
Aishwarya, it's the last day of campaigning. Up to 5 p.m. there will be campaigning for this first phase, which is going for poll on 11th of April. So, along with the candidates and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is holding rallies at 3 places, and Party President Amit Shah is also holding rallies and also the road shows to gain the maximum vote and maximum support from the voters. But as far as the BJP is concerned, yesterday itself we have seen that BJP has released its manifesto as a Sankalp Patra, and party has clear-cut declared that development will be the core agenda for its for going to this poll. But also, apart from this development, the party also had made it clear, and particularly Prime Minister has mentioned that nationalism is a core also an issue in this election, and also with this nationalism, the issue of Kashmir and the 370-35A revocation of this as promised in the Sankalp Patra is very much also there, and also they spoke about the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. So all the controversial issues, the issues which BJP was always banking on and promised in 2014 were promised in this Sankalp Patra also. But party, the BJP-led NDA, which clear-cut has said that it has one of the prominent and tallest leader like Narendra Modi as a Prime Minister candidate. So they definitely have an edge in comparison to opposition. And we have the in grand alliance in many states where they are in direct fight, or the fight is something different. So we have to see that what type of voting will be there. But this is certainly a historic 2019 Lok Sabha election.
Right, and now let's go across to Ravindra, who is joining us from Nagpur. Ravindra, of course, Maharashtra is a very important state. It is a representative of 48 Lok Sabha seats, which will go to polls in 4 phases. As far as the first phase is concerned, how does the contest look like? Because we have 2 key alliances pitted against each other: BJP Shiv Sena combined versus Congress NCP alliance. What are the key contests in this likely to that are going to be very interesting in the first phase? Of course, Nagpur is there. Nitin Gadkari versus Nana Patole.
Yeah, good morning, Aishwarya. You're right. This is quite a significant phase, crucial phase, especially for the Congress party. Congress in the last 2014 election could not manage to win a single seat in all these 7 Lok Sabha constituencies, which are going to the polls of the Vidarbha region on the 11th of April. BJP could manage to register a facile victory in all the 7 seats with the help of the ally partner, the Shiv Sena, in all the 7 seats. This is the Vidarbha area, which is known as one of the poorest, deprived, and farmers are in distress in this area, which is infamously known and in the news for quite a long time because of the farmers' suicide, which has been happening here for the last many decades. After this government came into being, the government has launched a lot of schemes for the help of farmers, which is now quite visible in this area as well. Vidarbha is the region which is now demanding a separate statehood for a long time now. But in this election, that issue is not is a bit grim, and political parties and the activists which has been demanding the Vidarbha statehoods, they have been sending that because of some infrastructure projects which has been brought to this area for the development of this region. I think that is one of the reasons that this demand has now been a bit slowly is not being raised so far. Also, some of the issues of infrastructure.
Of course, that is one of the key issues you were mentioning. Thank you so much, Ravindra, as well as Panchanan Mishra, for all those updates there. Vishal, you stay with us. We'll just come back to you because we also need to talk about assembly elections in Arunachal Pradesh. And today is the last day for filing of nominations for the 4th phase of Lok Sabha elections. Voting will take place in 71 constituencies across 9 states on 29th of April. In this phase, voting will be held in 17 seats in Maharashtra, 13 seats each in Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh, 6 seats each in Madhya Pradesh and Odisha, 5 seats each in West Bengal and Bihar, 3 in Jharkhand, and 1 seat in Jammu and Kashmir. The prominent faces in this phase are Samajwadi Party candidate Dimple Yadav, former Union Minister Shri Prakash Jaiswal from Kanpur. From West Bengal's Asansol seat, TMC candidate Munmun Sen is going to contest against BJP's Babul Supriyo, while BJP's Giriraj Singh is to contest from Bihar's Begusarai. Meanwhile, in Odisha too, 4th and final phase of nominations will end today for 42 assembly segments, and polling will take place on 29th of April. And today is also the last day of campaigning for the assembly elections in Andhra Pradesh, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh and in Odisha. In Andhra Pradesh, a stage is set for the single phase polling for simultaneous elections to 175-member Andhra Pradesh Assembly and for 25 Lok Sabha seats on 11th of April. The TDP is locked in a fierce battle for power with the YSR Congress Party. A little over 3.93 lakh voters, including 1.98 crore women, are eligible to cast their votes to decide the fortunes of over 3,800 candidates in the assembly polls, including Chief Minister and TDP President N. Chandrababu Naidu, YSR Congress Chief YS Jagan Mohan Reddy, and Janasena leader and actor Pawan Kalyan. And Sikkim will also see the conduct of simultaneous assembly polls and general elections on 11th of April. The term of the 32-member state legislative assembly ends on 27th of May. And currently, out of these 32 seats, the ruling Sikkim Democratic Front, led by Chief Minister Pawan Kumar Chamling, holds the majority with 22 seats, while the second major and opposition party, the Sikkim Krantikari Morcha, has 10 seats. Besides these, this time the voters of Sikkim will face another political outfit in the fray, that is HSP, led by ex-footballer Baichung Bhutia. And in Arunachal Pradesh, We will see elections for 57 state seats and 2 Lok Sabha seats on 11th of April. The Assembly and Lok Sabha election is most likely to see a heated contest between the BJP, Congress as well as Conrad Sangma-led National People's Party or the NPP, People's Party of Arunachal Pradesh and Janata Dal Secular. Now, BJP's Pema Khandu, the current Chief Minister, will contest the elections from the Mukto Vidhan Sabha constituency, and former Chief Minister Gegong Apang, who recently quit the BJP, has been given a ticket by the Janata Dal Secular. And speaking about Odisha, the assembly elections here will be conducted between 11th to 29th of April. Odisha has 147 assembly constituencies that will go to polls in 4 phases. And the term of Odisha Assembly ends on 11th of June. Odisha's last Assembly elections were held in 2014 when Naveen Patnaik's BJD had won the polls. All right, so apart from the Lok Sabha elections, it is also the last day of campaigning in 4 states where Assembly elections are going to be held. First, let's get all the details from Anu Diwan, who is joining us from Odisha. Anu, Odisha is very significant because it has 147 assembly constituencies that is going to polls in 4 phases. And of course, the key contest is, the main party that is everybody would be looking up to will be the BJP because it had formed the government in the last elections. How does the contest look like here?
Definitely, Aishwarya, this time Odisha is a very key state for every political party, because last time if we see the assembly numbers, accordingly 10 to 11 seats BJP has won, and the Congress has won 15 seats, but BJD formed the government with the mere number of 117. So BJD is keeping an eye. If we see the latest record, the past records of BJD, it was 123 seats at the time of Biju Patnaik when BJD was the highest gaining party, but this time the competition is between the 3 political parties, BJD, BJP and Congress, where BJD is working hard to sustain the number of 117 or to gain from it, and the BJP has already targeted to win 120 seats. And Congress is also in the key contest, but if we see the main opposition party, when asked from the BJD, it said that the BJP is the main contestant against them, whereas they are not considering Congress that too important, because they feel that the Congress has lost its relevance in the Odisha. But BJP is also BJP is saying that they will gain the seats where the Congress had won in the last assembly election, and they will complete their target of winning 120 seats in the assembly.
All right, our colleague Kriti Mishra is now also joining us from Nizamabad in Telangana. She's keeping a very close eye on the elections in Andhra Pradesh. Kriti, speaking about Andhra Pradesh, of course, the stage is set for the TDP YSR Congress contest. Of course, the Congress and the BJP are also there and they're fighting on their own. But it will be very interesting to see how this TDP and YSR Congress battle really pans out.
Well, absolutely, Aishwarya. Well, Andhra Pradesh is heading into simultaneous Lok Sabha as well as Assembly polls. All the political parties are trying to propagate the promises made by them in their manifestos, whether it is about farmers or women, unemployed youth or to the elderly voters. In fact, these regional parties have also made a special category status for Andhra Pradesh the fulcrum of their campaign. Meanwhile, the BJP is also trying to drive home the point and the fact that the concept of special category status ceased to exist after the acceptance of 14th Finance Commission, and also that the state has been given more monetary benefits. The Congress is also trying to regain the past glory and is also trying to regain the political space. But all the political parties, remember, are pulling out all stops to woo the voters in order to turn the tide in their favor. Aishwarya?
Right, Kriti, thank you so much for all those updates there from Telangana. Of course, you're keeping a very close eye on the developments in Andhra Pradesh as well, which will see, of course, a very important and a very interesting contest, TDP versus YSR Congress. And of course, the narrative has been around the special category status for the state of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you so much, Kriti, as well as Anu joined us from Odisha, and thank you so much, Vishal, as well. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to campaign in Maharashtra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu today before the campaigning ends for the first phase this evening. Prime Minister Modi and Shiv Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray will share the stage at a rally in Latur in Maharashtra in support of alliance candidates in that district and Osmanabad. Polling for these districts will be held on 18th of April. BJP and Shiv Sena announced the contest on 25 and 23 seats respectively. In Maharashtra, which has 48 Lok Sabha constituencies, Prime Minister Modi will also campaign in Karnataka's Chitradurg and Mysuru city. Karnataka will go to polls in two phases on 18th and 23rd of April. He will address a public meeting in Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu as well. And with campaigning for the first phase of Lok Sabha polls coming to an end this evening, political parties are making last-ditch efforts to reach out to the voters. BJP President Amit Shah will address rallies in Shamsabad in Telangana and in Nagpur in Maharashtra. He will also hold a roadshow in Odisha's holy city of Puri. The roadshow will begin from Singhdwar of Sri Jagannath Temple and will culminate at the Mausi Ma Temple in Puri. And Congress President Rahul Gandhi will lead his party's campaign in Assam and Bihar. He will address an election rally in Panchgram in Assam. He will also campaign at Gaya in Bihar for alliance partner Jitan Ram Manjhi, who is facing JDU candidate Vijay Kumar Manjhi. Polling for Gaya Lok Sabha seat will be held on 11th of April. And Congress in charge for Eastern Uttar Pradesh, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, will hold a roadshow in Saharanpur today. Bahujan Samaj Party Chief Mayawati will address a rally in Bijnor in Uttar Pradesh. And for more details on the assembly elections in Sikkim, we are right now joined in by Akhilesh Suman, who is joining us from Gangtok. Akhilesh, a very good morning. Today, of course, apart from the last day for the campaigning in Lok Sabha election first phase, it is also the last day of campaigning as far as assembly elections in 4 states are concerned, including the state of Sikkim. How does the contest look like there?
It's a really very interesting contest. Unlike other states, that Sikkim is a state where only regional parties, are in fray. Yes. This is the Sikkim Democratic Front, and again, this is Sikkim Krantikari Morcha. And very interestingly, Sikkim Democratic Front, led by Pawan Kumar Chamling, is in power here for last 25 years. And no party could challenge him. No national political parties could have made any MLA here, neither any MP here. So it's really interesting that this time, Pawan Chamling is being challenged by Sikkim Krantikari Morcha. Though Sikkim Krantikari Morcha had 10 seats in last election, but 7 of their, people shifted to again Sikkim Democratic Front. So this time they are telling that there is a democracy deficit in the state of Sikkim, and since only one set of people are in power, the benefits of the government is going to just one set of people, and therefore there is an income gap between the people of the state. But very interestingly, that Sikkim is also a special status state. 371F is there where the local people don't have to pay any income tax. But they are feeling that maybe in the name of, equal type of taxation in the country, they may have to give income tax. So this is one of the major issues that both the parties are raising. GST is also becoming one of the issues. They don't want to pay GST because they think that they are a special state. And other than that, that Sikkim is the third state in the country which is most literate.
Yes.
And in that way, youth feel that they are unemployed. There is no proper employment opportunity. So this is also becoming one of the major issues in the state. Other than that, there is a sense of, lots of freebies are being given to the people. So they feel sometimes that opposition feels that people are being obliged by giving freebies, like laptop is given every 5 years before the election. Almost 10,000 people have been given employment. Though ad hoc employment, they have been assured that it will be made, permanent after the elections are over. So this type of, cylinder has been given much earlier than the central government announced this scheme. Swachh Yojana, that Sikkim is the 100% defecation free state, open defecation free state in the country. So
Yes.
Sikkim has some level playing field for the STF, but this time they are getting a big challenge from the Sikkim Revolutionary Front, because Sikkim Revolutionary Front is raising some issues that are very keen to the heart of the people, as that income deficit, the question of unemployment. There are suicide rates are increasing in the state. That drug menace is also increasing. So
Yes.
these are the issues that are, other than tribal issues. Some tribals have been given a reservation. They have been notified, but they have not been given reservation. Some 10 tribes are asking for reservation, but they are not being given. So these are the major issues that is coming up in the election. And that I will tell you that BJP and Congress is also very keenly contesting in the state, and this is good thing that regional parties are also contesting with the national parties. Though there have been
Indeed, of
no
course, a
MLA
very
or MP
interesting
of any
contest
national party in the-
seen in Sikkim, of course, because we are seeing a simultaneous election, assembly polls, and of course general election on 11th of April. And very interesting contest really seen in Sikkim, as you just mentioned. And of course, there is a Baichung Bhutia party as well. That has also led a very interesting part to this contest. Thank you so much, Akhilesh, for all those updates there from Gang Talk. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Breakfast News. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.